Thank you. A very wonderful morning to you, our viewers, and I want to welcome you to ACTV, Abuja City Television. Today we'll be going on about our business as usual on Breakfast Digest, and we'll be bringing you the different headlines on our various newspapers in Nigeria this morning. My name is Udo, and with me here in the studio we have our very wonderful analyst, Mr. Olatubosun Patrick. You're welcome, Mr. Patrick.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm very fine, sir. So we'll be moving on to the Daily Sun, and I'll be reading out the headlines as usual. So on the biggest headline here, we have Niger, ECOWAS leaders' perfect plan of action. We also have NIT on Thursday as Mali, Burkina Faso plan to send delegation. NBF advises Tinubu to focus on Nigeria's problems. It'll be useless. It'll be useless venture. Air Chiefs Ochulo warns. I mean, this is all concerning the current situation in Niger Republic. What do you really think about Niger and the current coup and assumed power the military has taken over?
I think it's a very complicated matter. It's a matter that, as in, we need to be very, very careful as an actor with regard to ECOWAS, because ECOWAS seem to determine going forward with the military action. As in, yesterday was the deadline. They gave the coupists in Niger that they should return the power back to the civilian authority.
Yeah.
And those guys, they are not
ready to relinquish power.
To relinquish the power, and ECOWAS as in, they are going to, so they will go to war. And if ECOWAS is going to war, it's as if it's Nigeria that will be leading the war, because Nigeria contributed a large chunk of the military as in to that. So it's as if Nigeria will be financing the war, and this has generated a lot of reactions, different reactions from
mixed feelings
from people. Why some people are in support of ECOWAS, some Nigerians are, especially the northern part of the country, they are kicking against it. They see it as an onslaught against them. And you have to look at it from another perspective. ECOWAS cannot. I just pity Mr. President in this, because he has a very difficult job, a tough decision to make. But I still believe that there should be, instead of going to war, there should be a political solution. They should find a political solution. There is none that cannot be discussed on the table, as in the condition. ECOWAS should come together. They should call these guys to let them know what is at stake. As in, I believe something can still be done instead of going to war, because either way, war is, if you go to war, if ECOWAS go to war, like I said earlier, I see Nigeria that is going to war, we are going to spend our money, our resources. It's going to cost us a lot of resources. So I still think it should explore other actions, as in other options, instead of going to war.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick. We are going to be very brief because of time, so I'll just go ahead with the headlines. We also have Akpabio promises to take up Southeast's case for appointment of more ministers. Further down, we have Senate suspends confirmation of El Rufai, Danladi Okotete over security reports. We have chaos, drama in chamber over KMO. We also have Tinubu, Atiku hails Falcons' performance against England. FG to remove taxes on tomatoes, raw food items soon, says JTB chairman. Abiola persuaded my father to join Abacha's government. Jakande's son, Sheyi. He will be remembered for good deeds. Sanwo-Olu editors. Mob beats policeman over death of man crushed by BRT. Then further down we still have Seplat Energies gas revenue grows to $63.7 million. WAEC withholds was result of 8 states over debts. Uh, that's all the newspaper headlines for Daily Sun. But just to get a little insight from you, Mr. Patrick, what's your take on the current nomination? And yesterday we had a little bit of fracas in the Senate House, um, basically concerning
Festus Keyamo.
the nominee, Mr. Keyemo. What's your take on this?
Yeah, yesterday, I think Festus Keyamo, a senator from Abia State, if I could remember, a Labour Party senator raised an objection that Festus Keyamo should, the nominee, as in, he should step down his name from the list because of his disregard for the previous ninth Senate, that he failed to honor invitations sent to him several times. He did not honor the invitation, as in, it's as if he doesn't have respect for the Senate as a whole.
Yes.
So the Senate now decided to first of all step down his nomination, so they now went into a closed door session which lasted for almost 2 hours. And when they reconvened back, he was allowed, they changed their position, and he was allowed to come and, as in, to come and for the screening, to come in for the screening.
Yeah, for the screening to continue to take place.
He was eventually screened, and after that, I think he's going to be confirmed. But I think Festus Keyamo too, he will have learned his lesson yesterday, because either way you like it, Senate is an institution. It's not that we are not looking at the people, as in the people in the Senate.
It's not just an institution; it's a major institution of the Nigerian government.
Even if you have a grouse with people that are leading the Senate at that current time, you should have a respect for that institution as a Senate. I think you will have learned the lesson yesterday that things are not supposed to be done like that. And yesterday also, three nominees were not confirmed. Nominee from Kaduna State, that's former governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State,
Yes.
and the Delta State nominee Mrs. and former woman leader of APC, Stella Okotete from Delta State,
Yes.
and Danladi from Taraba State.
Yes.
The three nominees, according to the Senate, they said they are still going. They've not gotten their security clearance. Maybe they have issues to sort out with the security agency, especially the DSS. So we are looking forward to, we are looking forward to something that will be done in that regard. Either they will be confirmed or not. It's not left in the Senate.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Patrick. We'll move further to the blueprint. Headlines on the blueprint says Senate confirms Malagi, Alake, Wike, Keyemo, 41 others as ministers. Security checks puts confirmation of El-Rufai, 2 others on hold. I think you just made mention of this. Keyemo begs lawmakers over comments on 774 job project. I think this is basically concerning his mandate while he was a minister, while he was a junior minister for labor. Moving further, we have Don't Attack Niger. They are our brothers. El Zazaki cautions Tinubu. FIRS may take over tax revenue collection nationwide. Man kills lover with hot water in Ondo. I mean, this is a really sad one. I don't know why we continue to have this violence in our nation. We have 5 killed in Mangu. Backing Ladi local governments. 500 billion naira intervention, mere 0.5 GDP, unlikely to impact lives, says Riwane. Result of over 200,000 candidates withheld, 79.81% pass, says WAEC. Let's move on to Daily Independent. We have 6 aircraft minimum regulation for startup airline causes stir. Stakeholders warn policy discouraging, counterproductive. We have Sanwo-Olu, Abiodun, Oshoba, others ask Nigerians to embrace Jakande's leadership qualities. Middle Belt Forum warns Tinubu against military action in Niger. I think most of these headlines are repetitive, but we'll still continue. Senate Case 45 defers confirmation of El-Rufai, Danladi Okotete. Keyemo apologizes after causing uproar at upper chamber. ECOWAS to meet on Thursday after Niger junta defies deadline. Pension fund returns on investment bullish in H23. NAF Special Forces rescues 7 kidnapped victims in Kaduna State. And then we'll move on to this day. So many repetitive headlines. We have Senate withholds confirmation of El Rufai, Okotete, Danladi as ministers over security screening. Seplat Energy gas revenue grows year on year to $63.7 million. No plot to impeach deputy governor, says Obaseki. ECOWAS heads of states meets Thursday after expiration of deadline to Niger junta. We have on the nation, we have security clearance delays El Rufai, Danladi and Okotete. ECOWAS plans review of Niger junta's position. I sold jobs for 1.5 million. I mean, this is really a scary one. Can we talk a little bit on that?
Yeah.
Why are jobs meant for the Nigerian citizens being sold to them? I mean, I feel like this has been a recurrent practice in our country, where you find out that our youths graduate from schools and they still have problems finding jobs, and the workforce of Nigeria basically is being crowded by old people. Most of them are above retiring age, but they are still there working. But what's really the cause of all this?
I think the nation is referring to the ongoing investigation at the Senate, at the House of Representatives, Federal Character Commission.
Yes.
Yeah, in recent week we've been having different revelation as regards job bracketing going on in the Federal Character Commission. So yesterday one of the commissioner was at the House of Representatives giving us his own side of the story. He said he accused the former chairman, is it the current chairman of the commission, of engaging in job bracketing, that he paid, that the woman instructed him to pay so a large sum amount of money collected from applicant, people that are looking for job. The money running to millions of naira. That he even said he paid the money as he withdrew the money from his account and handed over cash to him. Or that the man was trying to exonerate himself yesterday, that he was acting on the instruction of his boss, which is the FCC chairman, the Federal Character chairman. But in all this thing, he painted the ugly picture going on, as in, if an applicant, if you are saying someone that is looking for a job is coughing out as much as 1.5 million naira to get a job, I think it is sad situation. It's a situation
it is indeed a very sad situation.
Why